Hey, I just want to jump on here real quick. Basically one of my first videos ever, but I had this project and I watched some videos and I found a couple of things out that I wish I had known. Not that there was any issue, but I just wanted to show you guys what I learned. This was where my 30-year-old water heater used to sit, and back in December I installed this Rinnai tankless. Did it myself. It was permitted, so didn't pass. But that's how I, pretty easy setup. Ran the gas line from the meter outside through the house. Pretty self-explanatory. Directions are good to follow, so I'm not getting too much into that. But if you got any questions about that install, I'd be happy to help you. And you're going to see here, I might as well show you now, this is the drain from the softener, which is what I wanted to show you. So bear with me, I'm not editing this. You're going to have to just walk with me. So I'm in South Jersey. I have well water. My hardness was about an 8 with 130 parts per million. So before I put in the tankless, I wanted to put in a filter. So I bought this Aquasure whole house filter. It's got a pre-sediment filter, whatever regular sediment filter that comes with. This one has a granulated carbon and then a carbon block filter. And originally, before I put the softener in, this used to just run right here, run back out. That's why there's a valve there, which is, I don't need it. But and then over in the distance, I got a bypass. And that little half-inch is the supply to all of my hose spigots on the outside of the house. I don't want to waste filtered water outside. And then that just comes right here. This is the one shut off for the winter time for all my hose spigots outside. So again, this is the feed coming into the water softener with a bypass, a couple of shut-offs. In and out, pretty basic. But what I didn't see anyone talk about and I wanted to show you all is I installed a sediment filter on the outlet side of the water filter. The softener. Because I had heard about some breakthroughs. You can have resin break through the basket or the filter in the bottom, put all that resin into your house. So they don't talk about it. I suggest if you do it, it's like $45 on Amazon. There's a 200 micron mesh screen in there, and pretty simple to add on. A lot of, peace of mind. And the other thing is they tell you to put 5 gallons of water in here to start your first startup. They recommend the pellets, but it'll take either type of salt or I think potassium. That 5 gallons of water I put in didn't even come up above the salt level, which kind of concerned me. But when it went through its brine draw stage, the directions state that it's going to draw brine water for 20 or 30 minutes. And then I guess the rest of the time it makes you think it's just going to sit there and soak onto that resin. Well, this drain line ran for the whole hour, constantly dumping water back to that sink I just showed you. So it was 8:30 at night on Tuesday. They were already closed on the West Coast. So I did email them. They got back to me the next day and said, that's normal, don't worry about it. Another thing I want to do here, I'm going to get a pan just to catch if I do have a leak. I have an alarm here, just a local alarm, but I did want to put a pan here just in case we ever have an overflow for some reason. I haven't got to that yet. Again, my hardness was an 8. I have 4 people in my home, 3,200 or 32,000 grains. So I was able to program it for 3,700 gallons before a backwash. Now we're 48 hours in and we've only used 250 gallons of water in 48 hours. So I think we'll be fine with that. So again, that's my setup. Really simple, quick little plug it in. Follow the directions and you'll be just fine. Got any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'm no expert, but I will tell you what I did and, give you any help or ideas with any of these. If you had any questions about the Rinnai, by the way, that's the 199 RX 199 IN. It's non-circulating. It is condensing to inlet and outlet right outside the house. That's the whole reason I moved it from in the crawl space over to here, so I could vent it. And you know, you actually have, you know, make sure you put in a neutralizer because the condensate is corrosive. And that's about it. All right, so drop a comment if you have any questions. Thanks.